Have you ever wondered whether something as simple and ordinary as passing gas could actually reveal important clues about your health? It might sound surprising, but for many older adults, not all gas is created equal. Some types are completely harmless, while others act like quiet signals that something deeper may be happening inside your body. And as we move into our 60s, 70s, and beyond, these signals become even more important to notice and understand. A lot of people assume gas is just an awkward moment or something unavoidable with age. But changes in the way your digestive system works can make certain types of gas more noticeable, more frequent, or more intense, and that shift can be your body's way of getting your attention. In today's video, we're breaking down 5 types of gas seniors should never ignore, because these patterns can reveal what your digestive system is trying to tell you. Whether you're watching this for yourself or to help a parent, spouse, or someone you care about, you're in the right place. By the end of this video, you'll feel more confident in recognizing what's normal, what's not, and what steps can keep your digestion and your overall health on track as you age. So stick with me through all 5 signs, because understanding the differences can make a real impact on your comfort, confidence, and long-term well-being. Let's start with the first sign: gas with a strong sulfur-like odor. Most people deal with smelly gas every now and then, but a frequent rotten egg smell is different. When that sulfur-heavy odor starts happening more often, it can mean your body isn't breaking down proteins in sulfur-rich foods the way it used to. As we get older, especially for women, stomach acid levels drop and digestive enzymes decline, which makes it harder to process foods that were never an issue before. Proteins like eggs, meat, and certain vegetables begin to ferment in the gut instead of digesting smoothly. That fermentation produces sulfur gas, creating an odor that's unmistakably strong. Sometimes this just means you ate something heavy. But ongoing sulfur-like gas can also point to malabsorption, slowed digestion, or pancreas-related issues. The key is noticing when something has changed or when the smell becomes more persistent than it used to be. A lot of seniors feel embarrassed and ignore it, but these moments are simply your body trying to communicate. With a few tweaks, adjusting your meal size, adding digestive support, spacing out heavier foods, or tracking which meals trigger the odor, many people experience relief quickly. Catching the pattern early avoids bigger discomfort later. If you're enjoying this video and want to help others stay active and healthy too, please give it a thumbs up. Your like helps the YouTube algorithm share this with more viewers who are looking to stay fit and strong, especially as we age. Alright, let's jump back into the 5 signs seniors should never ignore. This brings us to the second sign: frequent gas accompanied by abdominal pressure. This type of gas doesn't always hurt, but it creates a heaviness or fullness that seems to linger longer than before. As we age, the muscles that help food move through the digestive tract weaken, and everything slows down just a bit. When food sits longer than it should, gas builds up, creating pressure, tightness, and bloating that can feel uncomfortable throughout the day. It might begin with a tight feeling in the evenings, a sense of fullness after smaller meals, or a bloated belly that didn't used to bother you. Many seniors shrug this off as normal aging, but when frequent gas and pressure show up together, it can signal backed up digestion, trapped gas, bacterial imbalance, or a slower bowel pattern that needs attention. What makes this type of discomfort challenging is how quietly it affects your daily life. It can make bending uncomfortable, reduce your appetite, interrupt sleep, or discourage you from going out because you don't feel quite right. But simple habits, more hydration, better fiber sources, light walking, adjusting eating times, often bring surprising relief. The sooner you recognize the pattern, the easier it is to improve. If you're still watching and finding this helpful, comment 2 below so I know you're here and following along. Another important change to pay attention to as we get older is gas that comes with new or unusual abdominal pain. Many seniors expect occasional stomach discomfort, but when foul-smelling gas appears along with sharp cramps, a deep ache, or pain that feels different from what you're used to, it deserves careful attention. This combination can indicate irritation in the digestive tract, inflammation, food sensitivities that develop later in life, or infections that need medical care. The pain can vary widely from person to person. For some, it comes and goes in waves, almost like a cramp that refuses to settle. For others, it shows up as a dull heaviness that lingers long after eating. You might feel it more at night, after certain meals, or even randomly throughout the day. What matters most is that it feels new, a type of discomfort that doesn't match your usual digestive patterns. Many older adults try to brush this off to avoid making a fuss, but pain paired with noticeably stronger or unfamiliar smelling gas is your body sending a much louder message than usual. And paying attention to this early can help prevent bigger issues. Sometimes it's simply a new food intolerance, something you've eaten your whole life that suddenly stops agreeing with you in your 60s or 70s. Other times, it can be a sign of infection, inflammation, or a condition that needs treatment before it grows more serious. When foul-smelling gas shifts dramatically and pain becomes part of the pattern, both signals matter. Some people start adapting their habits without even realizing it, skipping meals, avoiding certain foods, or eating less because they're worried about the discomfort that follows. Over time, these kinds of changes can affect your appetite, your energy, and even your social life. You might find yourself saying no to outings, dinners, or gatherings simply because you don't want to deal with the unpredictable discomfort. The goal is to catch these early shifts before they snowball into bigger limitations. Now, let's move to a sign that many seniors ignore until it starts affecting their daily routine in more obvious ways. Gas paired with sudden or ongoing changes in bowel habits. While an occasional shift in digestion is normal, persistent changes are not something to brush off. When gas appears alongside unexpected constipation, diarrhea, or a cycle that flips back and forth between the two, it can signal the digestive system is trying to adapt to something it's struggling with. As we age, the intestines can slow down, react differently to medications, or become more sensitive to foods that were never an issue before. You might start noticing that your gas feels different, maybe more frequent or more intense, and at the same time, your bathroom routine becomes unpredictable. This might look like days without a bowel movement, followed by loose stools, or a sense that your digestive rhythm isn't as steady as it once was. These changes can leave you feeling bloated, tired, or not fully yourself. And if they continue for more than a few days or keep returning, it's worth paying close attention. Persistent shifts in bowel habits can sometimes be early indicators of inflammation, polyps, medication side effects, or other conditions that benefit from early care. When gas changes and bowel habits change right along with it, the combination is important. What makes this sign especially challenging is how quietly it can affect your confidence. You may start worrying about being too far from a bathroom, or hesitate to eat before going somewhere, or limit travel because you're unsure how your body will behave that day. These are the kinds of small adjustments that can chip away at your freedom without you realizing it. The good news is that many of these issues improve quickly when addressed early, whether through simple dietary adjustments, better hydration, reviewing medications, or adding gentle movement back into your day. If you're still watching and this is making sense so far, drop a 4 in the comments so I know you're finding this helpful. Sign number 3, foul-smelling gas that suddenly gets worse. Every person passes gas with some level of odor. That's normal biology. But when the scent suddenly becomes extremely strong, sharp, or unusually foul, especially after age 60, it's often your digestive system signaling that something inside has changed. And this type of change rarely happens overnight without a reason. Let's break down the real causes seniors should pay attention to and why doctors often view sudden odor changes as a key early warning sign. 1. A sudden weakness in digestive enzymes. As you age, your pancreas and stomach naturally slow down enzyme production. But when they slow down too much, food doesn't fully break apart inside your gut. Half-digested food becomes a feast for bacteria, which then produce stronger-smelling sulfur gases. This type of odor often smells like rotten eggs, sewage, heavy sulfur, something burnt or chemical-like. If you notice this after normal meals, not after heavy or spicy foods, your enzymes may be dropping faster than expected. Common symptoms that pair with this issue: oily or greasy-looking stool, feeling full very early in a meal, burping that has a bitter taste, bloating even after small portions. The tricky part? Most seniors assume this is just age, but in many cases it's actually an enzyme imbalance that can be corrected. 2. A shift in gut bacteria. After medications, antibiotics, acid reflux medications, steroids, and certain diabetes drugs can dramatically change the balance of bacteria inside your intestines. When the good bacteria drop and the over-fermenting bacteria rise, the odor becomes stronger. You'll especially notice this if Your medication changed recently. You're taking long-term acid reducers. You recently had a cold, infection, or inflammation treatment. Your stool has become softer or more irregular. This type of gas can smell very sharp and sour, almost like spoiled milk or rotten cabbage. Doctors often say the smell tells them the gut microbiome is overcompensating, meaning it's fermenting foods it shouldn't be touching yet. 3. Malabsorption of fats or protein. When your body has trouble absorbing protein or fat, bacteria break them down instead, and that creates very potent sulfur gas. This is most common in seniors who have gallbladder issues, eat smaller meals but still feel heavy afterward, experience floating stool, see greasy rings in the toilet bowl, feel nauseous after fatty or high-protein foods. If gas odor spikes after eating eggs, meat, dairy, fried foods, then fat or protein malabsorption may be playing a role. The good news? This is fixable with diet adjustments and, in some cases, supplements a doctor recommends. 4. Over-fermentation. From slow bowel movements. As the digestive tract slows with age, food stays inside the colon longer than it should. The longer it sits, the more time bacteria have to break it down, creating stronger sulfur-based odors. This is extremely common in seniors who experience constipation, straining, skipped bowel days, hard or dry stool, narrow pencil-like stool. When stool moves slowly, gas becomes thicker, warmer, and far more potent. This is one of the biggest reasons odor changes happen after age 60. 5. Warning sign of small intestinal bacterial overgrowth, SIBO. This condition is often overlooked in seniors, but extremely common. When bacteria migrate from the colon into the small intestine, where they don't belong, they begin fermenting food too early in the digestive process. This leads to gas that smells unusually strong, rotten, almost chemical, and different from your normal odor. Other symptoms include bloating that expands your belly noticeably, loud gut noises, sudden fatigue after meals, diarrhea, or unpredictable bowel habits. SIBO often disguises itself as just old age, but it's one of the most treatable causes of foul gas. Why odor changes matter. After 60. Here's the key things seniors need to remember. Your gas has a signature smell unique to you. When that scent changes suddenly, something inside your digestive system has shifted, and the body almost always gives this odor warning before more serious symptoms show up. Paying attention now can prevent severe inflammation, nutrient deficiency, chronic digestive disorders, long-term gut imbalance, gallbladder complications, pancreas overload. Gas odor isn't embarrassing, it's a message that becomes increasingly important after age 60. Sign number 4, gas that comes with new or unusual abdominal discomfort. Passing gas is normal, but gas paired with a new type of stomach discomfort, especially discomfort you've never felt before, deserves real attention after age 60. Many seniors describe it as a twisting pressure, a heavy fullness, mild burning, a pinching sensation, or a tight ache right before gas releases. Even if the discomfort is mild, a sudden pattern change often signals that something inside your digestive system has shifted. Let's break down what this specific combination might mean. 1. Early signs of inflammation in the gut lining. As you age, the protective lining in your small and large intestines becomes more delicate. If it gets irritated or inflamed, gas moving through can feel uncomfortable. Common triggers include spicy or acidic foods, heavy fried meals, artificial sweeteners, sudden increases in fiber, long gaps between meals. This discomfort often feels like a scratchy or warm pressure right before gas exits. It's your gut telling you the lining needs a gentler approach. 2. A sensitivity to certain foods, developing with age. You can be completely fine eating a food for 40 years, and then suddenly become sensitive to it at 62. Food sensitivities naturally increase as stomach acid declines and digestion slows. The most common culprits for seniors are dairy, wheat or gluten, beans, onions, cabbage, carbonated drinks, artificial flavors, or sweeteners. If a specific food suddenly doesn't sit well, your body may be signaling it's time to adjust. 3. Gas pressure from slow bowel transit. When food moves slowly through the colon, fermentation takes longer. Gas builds up behind pockets of stool, causing a tight or crampy sensation. This is very common in seniors with constipation, insufficient water intake, low fiber intake, sedentary lifestyle, missing bowel urges, long sitting periods. The discomfort is usually mild but noticeable, a dull ache that eases once gas passes. 4. Gallbladder-related gas pain. After age 60, the gallbladder becomes more prone to sluggishness. When bile doesn't release properly, the digestion of fats becomes inefficient. This leads to sharp gas, bloating under the right rib, discomfort after fatty meals, gas that feels stuck in the upper belly. Many seniors dismiss this as just aging, but it's often the gallbladder whispering that it's slowing down. 5. Pancreas-related discomfort. The pancreas produces enzymes that break down carbs, fats, and proteins. When pancreatic output declines, digestion becomes incomplete and gas pressure rises. You may feel upper abdominal heaviness, deep bloating, sour burps. Discomfort shortly after eating. Pancreatic-related gas tends to be warm, heavy, and uncomfortable, especially after meals rich in fat or protein. 6. Gut spasms from stress or poor sleep. Yes, stress can cause physical gas pain, especially in seniors. As anxiety rises, your gut nerves tighten. This causes spasms, making even normal gas movement feel uncomfortable. You may notice discomfort before appointments, pressure after worrying conversations, gas after nights with poor sleep, more discomfort on stressful days. The gut and brain communicate constantly, and gas pain is one of the earliest signs of tension. Why this sign matters. This combination, gas plus new abdominal discomfort, is one of the body's gentlest warning signals. Your digestive system rarely stays silent. It always tries to communicate its stress through changes in smell, timing, pressure, location, or sensitivity. This specific sign often appears weeks or months before a larger digestive problem develops. Listening early prevents bigger issues later. Sign number 5. Gas that comes with unexpected changes in bowel habits. A sudden shift in how often you use the bathroom, especially when paired with gas, is one of the most important signals the body gives after age 60. Many seniors notice things like going more often than usual, going less often than usual, stool suddenly becoming softer, stool becoming harder or more difficult to pass, feeling unfinished after using the toilet, gas escaping at unusual times, increased urgency or unexpected pressure. Even small shifts can reveal that your digestive rhythm is changing. Let's look at what these shifts commonly mean. 1. Gas with new constipation. As the colon slows with age, stool can remain inside longer than it should. The longer it stays, the more water is absorbed, creating dry stool, harder stool, incomplete evacuation, gas trapped behind stool. The gas that escapes during constipation tends to be warmer, sharper, more pressurized, sometimes surprisingly frequent. This is one of the earliest indicators that the colon needs mobility support, hydration, or a correction in diet. 2. Gas with sudden diarrhea or loose stools. Gas paired with unexpected looseness is a sign of irritation or inflammation somewhere in the digestive tract. This may happen due to certain foods, mild infections, sensitivity to dairy, artificial sweeteners, too much fiber too quickly. Stress-driven gut spasms, medication reactions. Seniors often describe it as gas comes first and then my stomach becomes unpredictable. This pattern shows that digestion is moving faster than the body would like. 3. Gas. During times of irregular bowel movements. Irregularity itself is a message. If your bowel timing has changed from morning to afternoon, once a day to every other day, predictable to unpredictable, your digestive rhythm has shifted. This can show up as gas coming out in smaller bursts, pressure that appears at odd times, gas that seems stuck and then releases unexpectedly, a bubbly or hollow feeling in the lower abdomen. It doesn't always hurt, but it does signal that your gut is adjusting to something. 4. Gas with a sense of urgency. If you suddenly feel like you need to use the bathroom quickly, especially when you didn't before, it may mean the colon has become more sensitive. This can happen as nerve sensitivity increases with age. Even a little bit of gas or stool in the lower colon can trigger urgency. Many seniors say, "It feels like everything moves faster than it used to." This often develops slowly, but gas is usually the first clue. 5. Gas that appears before the urge to go. If gas consistently escapes before you feel the urge to use the toilet, it may be a sign that stool is looser or that the lower colon is more relaxed than usual. This shift is common when the microbiome changes, new medications begin, stress levels rise, digestion becomes more sensitive, inflammation is present. Your body uses this signal to warn you that stool texture or colon tone is changing. 6. Gas. During times of bowel frequency changes. If you suddenly begin going to the bathroom, more often or less often, gas frequency usually changes too. The two systems are directly linked. A shifting bowel pattern means the colon is trying to re-establish balance, and gas becomes a visible and often audible clue. Why this sign should never be ignored. Your bowel pattern is one of the most reliable indicators of internal health, and when bowel changes pair with gas changes, the signal becomes much clearer. Your digestive system is adjusting, reacting, or compensating for something. These changes often appear long before any serious condition develops, giving you time to make improvements before symptoms worsen. For seniors, gas isn't an annoyance, it's a communication tool, one that reveals exactly how your gut is functioning day to day. As we get older, the digestive system becomes more sensitive, and small changes often speak the loudest. Gas may seem like a normal part of life, and it is, but the way it shifts over time can tell you a lot about how your gut is working. Whether it's odor, pressure, timing, or changes in your bowel habits, these signals are your body's way of keeping you informed. Paying attention early helps you stay comfortable, avoid unnecessary discomfort, and understand what your digestive system needs as you age. Awareness is one of the simplest tools for better everyday health, and your body gives you clues long before anything becomes serious. If you found this helpful, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss the next video. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one.